Hello everybody, Scooney007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 4-12 Washington Nationals taking on the 8-7 Florida Marlins. This is game one of a three-game series between the Nationals and the Marlins. And here is the starting lineup for the Washington Nationals. Leading off, the second baseman, Felipe Lopez. Batting second, the shortstop, Cristian Guzman. Batting third, the third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Nick Johnson. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Lasting Millage. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Austin Kearns. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Willie Mo Pena. Batting eighth, the catcher, Johnny Estrada. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Tim Redding. On the mound for the Marlins, it is Andrew Miller. Miller will come into the game with a 3.77 ERA. He's got 1 win, no losses. He's pitched 16 and 2/3 innings, allowed 15 hits, 13 strikeouts, and 7 walks. We're here at Dolphin Stadium, which gives a +4 to strikeouts, nothing to walks, and nothing to home runs. And with that, as Felipe Lopez will step up into the batter's box, he's batting at .214, and here is the first pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6, and that's going to be a strikeout plus. Now, on a strikeout plus, we had 10. We're going to add 14 to that range. We had 4 because of Dolphin Stadium. That's going to be a 24. That is a 20. Struck him out looking. And Lopez will get struck out. And let's take a look at the starting defense for the Florida Marlins. Willingham is out there in left field. Asmangia is in center. Hermania at right field. Going around the horn, we've got Helms at third, Ramirez at short, Uglia is playing second, Jacobs is at first, and Roberto behind the plate with Miller on the mound. Cristian Guzman batting at .324, and here is the pitch. 4-6, column 4, row 6. That is the @ symbol. Anytime you roll the @ symbol, you go to the ballpark card. And in this case, we're going to go to Dolphin Stadium. And that's going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's a ground ball to shortstop. And that's going to be out number 2, and that's going to bring up Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman batting at .269, and here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. At the ballpark, we're going to go to Dolphin Stadium. 4-4, column 4, row 4. And that's going to be a double star 4. It's a ground ball to Jacobs. He'll make the catch, tag the bag, and retire the side as the Marlins retired the Nationals. In order, it's 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Florida Marlins. Leading off, the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. Batting second, the second baseman, Dan Uglia. Batting third, the right fielder, Jeremy Hermania. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the left fielder, Josh Willingham. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Mike Jacobs. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Wes Helms. Batting seventh, the catcher, Mike Roberto. And batting eighth, the center fielder, Alfredo Asmangia. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Andrew Miller. On the mound for the Nationals, it is Tim Redding. Redding will come into the game with a 9.23 ERA. He's got no wins and 1 loss. He's got pitched 11 and 2/3 innings, allowed 9 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 4 walks. And with that, Hanley Ramirez is up. He's batting a .232, and here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a range play at Dolphin Stadium. So we're going to check the first number, and that's going to be a 1-5, column 1, row 6. And that's going to be a ground ball to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's range is on a 1-3. That is a 3. He'll make the catch in time, throw it over to Johnson for out number 1. And with that, 1 away. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Washington Nationals. Mo Pena will be out there in left field. Millage will be in center. Kearns at right field. Going around the horn, we've got Zimmerman on third. Guzman will be at short. Lopez at second. Johnson at first. Estrada will be behind the plate. And Redding is on the mound. Dan batting a .286, and here is the pitch. 4-2, column 4, row 2. Home run on a 1-20, that is a 19, and that is a home run. That's a solo home run by Dan. And that's going down the right field line. Carden's going back to the wall. He can't get it in time, and that ball is out of here. Solo home run, and that's going to be home run number 5 for Dan, the first one of this ball game, and that puts the Marlins up 1-0. Jeremy Hermania is up. He's batting a 156, and here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. That is another home run. That is on a 1-10. That is an 8. And that ball is out of here. It's another home run to right field. And it's 2-0 on back-to-back homers. And that is going to bring up Josh Willingham. Willingham batting at .286. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 6-5, column 6, row 5. That is a hit by pitch. That is a 20. Tim will give a 0 to that rating. We look at the D20. That is going to be an 8. That's a 20. And he got hit by the pitch. So with William taking first, and that was unintentional, Mike Jacobs is up. He's batting a .231, infield at double play depth. Strategy roll is a 20, so it's going to be a pickoff attempt. Tim doesn't pick anyone off, but I'll still show that off. It's a 13. And here is the pitch to Josh. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a walk on a 1-6. The 11 is too high. And that is going to be a 5. Yep. That is going to be a 5-6. Column 5, row 6. And that's going to be good for a base hit. So 1 out, and Willingham on second. Does he advance to third? We'll take a look. He'll advance to third on a base run rating of a 2 through 6. That is a 2. He'll go to third. Strategy roll is a 20. Anytime you roll a 20 on the strategy die, it is a pickoff attempt. but Tim doesn't pick anyone off. I still show that number off. And that is going to be Wes Helms. Helms is batting a .375. And here is the pitch. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a range play. 2-2, column 2, row 2. Double out there to Penna. Penna's range is on a 1-2. That is a 2. He'll make the catch. He sees it. Runs. Waves off Millage. He'll make the catch. And with that, it is a fly up, but we're going to check to see, is it a sacrifice fly? Row 1d6. If is less than the SF rating of the batter, the runner scores. And in this case, Willingham will score on a sacrifice fly. It's 3-0 Marlins. And that's going to bring up Mike Roberto. Roberto batting a 125. And here is the pitch. Strategy roll, by the way, is a 10. Marlins holding off. And that's going to be a 2-6. Column 2, row 6. And that's another home run. That's an 8. That is a 5. And that ball is out of here. Down the right field side. And it's a 2-run home run by Mike Roberto. As he'll smack it down. Kearns goes back to the wall. And he can't get it as it goes into the stands. It's 5-0. That's the third home run he gave up in this inning. And that's going to bring up Alfredo. Alfredo is batting a 235. And here is the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be a blank. 3-6, column 3, row 6. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher. So Redding will make that catch. Throw it over to Jacobs for the out. 5 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. After 1, it's Marlins 5, Nationals nothing. We go to the top of the second. Nick Johnson, lasting Millage, Austin Kearns due up for the Nationals. Johnson batting a 235, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout plus. That's going to be a 24. Remember, we add 14 to that range. That's going to be a 24. That's going to be a 4. Struck him out looking. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up lasting Millage. Millage batting a 238, and here is the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1. Home run chance on a 1-10. That's a 7. It's in range off of the pitcher card. Millage needs a 10 or less. That is a 9, and that ball is out of here. Solo home run for lasting Millage. It's a fly ball down the left field side. Williams goes back to the wall, runs into it, and he can't make the catch, and that ball is into the stands. It's 5-1 on a solo home run by lasting Millage. And that is going to be his 3rd home run of the replay. Austin Kearns is up. Kearns batting a 155, and here is the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That's going to be a walk. on a 1 to 14. That is a 1. That's going to be a walk for Kearns. So Kearns will go down to first, infield coming into double play depth, and that's going to bring up Willie Mo Penna. Strategy rolls an 8 for Penna, and he's batting a .444. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3, and that's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 15, that is a 5. Struck him out. And that's going to be 2 away, and that's going to bring up Johnny Estrada. Estrada batting at 200, sorry. Strategy rolls an 18. Nationals holding off on Strat. The pitch. 3-4, column 3, row 4, and that's going to be good for a base hit. So Estrada is on. Kearns will go to second, but does he pick up the extra base? We'll take a look here. He'll advance from first to third on a base run rating of a 4 through 6. That is a 4, and that will be a yes. He'll go to third. So the Nationals have runners on the corners. And that's going to bring up Tim Redding, the pitcher. Redding, first time we're seeing him. He's played in 4 games, had 4 at-bats. No average just yet. Strategy rolls a 14 with 2 outs and runners on the corners. And here is the pitch. 1-6, column 1, row 6. That's going to be a blank. 2-1, column 2, row 1, and that's going to be a ground ball to Ramirez. And that will retire the side. So 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors, and 2 left on for the Nationals. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Andrew Miller, Haley Ramirez, and Dan Uglia due up for the Marlins. Here's the pitch to Andrew Miller. Miller played in 5 games so far. He's had 5 at-bats. And here's the pitch. 3-4, column 3, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout on a 30. That is a 5. Struck him out. So struck him in. That's going to bring up Hanley Ramirez. Ramirez is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 4-5, column 4, row 5. Possible error on a throw. 1-3, column 1, row 3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Zimmerman. Error rating for Zimmerman is a 7. That's going to be a 15. There is no error there. He'll make the play. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Dan Ugla. Dan is batting it. He's 1 for 1 today with a home run, a run, and an RBI. And here's the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 17. That is a 9. Struck him out. And that will retire the side as the Nationals retire the Marlins in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on. We go to after 2. It's Florida 5, Nationals 1. We go to the top of the third. It's going to be Felipe Lopez, Christian Guzman, and Ryan Zimmerman due up for the Nationals. Felipe Lopez, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 14, 17 too high. 6-2, column 6, row 2, double star 5, and that is going to be a fly ball out there to center field to to Alfredo. Alfredo will make the catch and put 1 away. Christian Guzman up. Guzman is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 5, that is a 16. The 16 is too high. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a base hit to Jacobs down the first baseline. And with that, Guzman is on with a base hit. Ryan Zimmerman is up. Zimmerman batting at 260. He's 0 for 1 today. Strategy rolls a 15. Runner on first, infield at double play depth, and here is the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That is a strikeout on a 1-9. The 11 is too high. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That is a fly ball out there to Willingham. He'll make the catch and put 2 away. Nick Johnson is up. Johnson is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 20, so it'll be a pickoff on a 1-2. The 19 is too high, so he doesn't get to pick him off. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That's going to be a walk on a 21 on a 1-21. That is a 2, and that's going to be a walk. So Guzman will go to second. Johnson is on first, and that's going to bring up Millage. Millage is 1 for 1 today with a home run, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. Strikeout plus. That's a 24. That's a 17. Struck him out looking. So, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 2 left on for the Nationals as the Marlins retire the side. We go to the bottom of the third. Hey, Jeremy Hermania, Josh Willingham, and Mike Jacobs do up for the Marlins. Jeremy is 1 for 1 today with a home run, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 4-5, column 4, row 5, possible error on a throw. 4-6, column 4, row 6. It's a single out there to Millage. And his error rating is a 3. That is going to be a 2. Throwing only applicable of rowing for runner advancement. Otherwise, no error. Nobody is on, so we're not rolling for runner advancement. So Hermania is on with a base hit. And that's going to bring up Josh Willingham. Willingham is got a run scored on his last time up. Strategy rolls a 10, infield double play, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a blank. And the reason we consider that a blank right now is Tim Redding has not faced his allotted number of batters. He can face 12 more batters before he's considered tired. And that S1 would come into play. Right now, the only one that does come into play, should we roll it, would be the double question mark. Otherwise, we consider that one a blank. 2-2. Column 2, row 2, and that's going to be a base hit out there in the center field. Hermania goes to second, gets the hold sign, Willingham on first. So runners will hold at first and second. And that's going to bring up Mike Jacobs. Jacobs is 1 for 1 today with a run scored. And here is the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-15. The 18 is too high. 2-6, column 2, row 6. Fly ball to Penna. And that's going to be out number 1. Hermania will get the hold sign. He'll stay at second. and that's going to bring up Wes Helms. Helms with an RBI, strategy roll 4, 1 out, runners in first and second, and here's the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-17. That's a 15. Struck him out. So 2 away. And that's going to bring up Mike Roberto. He's 1 for 1 today with a home run, a run, and an RB and 2 RBIs. Strategy roll. Strategy rolls a 10. And here's the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a range play. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is going to be a fly ball to Millage. We'll check his range. His range is on a 1-2. That is a 3. He can't make it. That's going to be good. That's going to drop in for a single. And with that, Hermania will go to third. Does he come home? He'll come home on he'll go from second to home with a +2. So we take a look at this little chart here. On a 6, runner advancement, no throw. On a 6 or higher. That is a 6. Your score. Now, we'll check for the second die here on that. The lead runner advances if roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's BR. The trailing runner will advance. That is a 3. That is a 3. Willingham will advance, and Roberto will get the hold sign there. And with that, we have Alfredo up. He's 0 for 1 today. Runners on the corner. Strategy roll is an 11 with 2 outs. And here is the pitch. Remember, when there's 2 outs, you add +1 to the base run rating. And that's going to be a 4-6. Column 4, row 6. That is a blank. 3-3. Column 3, row 3. That's going to be a double to Penna. And with that, Mike will hold at third. That's a -1 from first to home. That is a 0. It's 7-1. Bullpen warming up early for the Nationals. Andrew Miller is up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 6-6, column 6, row 6. That's going to be a walk on a 0. The 6 is too high. Miller, 5-6, column 5, row 6. That's going to be a line drive back to Redding. And he'll make the catch and retire the side. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. After 3, it's Marlins 7, Nationals 1. We go to the top of the 4th. It's going to be Austin Kearns, Willie Mopena, and Johnny Estrada due up for the Nationals. Austin Kearns with a walk, and here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1, strikeout plus on a 1-24. That is a 17. Struck him out. And that's going to bring up Penna. Penna is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 2-2, column 2, row 2, and that's going to be a walk plus. So on a walk plus, the same as a strikeout plus, we add 10, plus the rating of the ballpark. In this case, it's going to be a 0. That's going to be a 13. And that is a 2, and that's going to be a walk for Penna. So that's the third walk he's allowed in this game, that he's given up in this game, and that's going to bring up Johnny Estrada. Infield double play depth, strategy roll is a 5, and here is the pitch. Infield double play depth, Nationals holding off, 3-2, column 3, row 2. That's going to be a range play. And that's going to be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. That's going to be a single out there to center field to Asmangia. Alfredo's range is on a 1-3. That is a 1. He goes back to the warning track and makes the catch and makes the catch to retire 2. And that's going to bring up Tim Redding. Pickoff attempt. We have a 20 on a 1-2. It's a pickoff. That is an 8. The 8 is too high. 1-2, column 1, row 2. Home run chance on a 1-10. The 12 is too high. No home run there. 1-2, column 1, row 2. And that's going to be a ground ball to Ramirez. And that is going to be out number 3. That will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Nationals. We go to the bottom of the 4. It's going to be Hanley Ramirez, Dan Uglia, and Jeremy Hermania due up for the Nationals. Bullpen for the Nationals starting to warm up. Hanley Ramirez, 0 for 2, and here's the pitch. Tim Redding can face 6 more batters. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-11. That is an 8. Struck him out. And that's going to be 1 away. That's going to bring up Dan. Dan is 1 for 2 today with a home run, a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 6-3, column 6, row 3, 6-3, column 6, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-17. That is a 17. Struck him out. And that's going to put 2 away. And that's going to bring up Jeremy. Jeremy is 2 for 2 today with a home run, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-4. Column 4, row 4. That's going to be a walk on a 1-9. That's a 7, and that's going to be a walk. Excuse me there, and that's going to bring up Josh Willingham. Willingham is 1 for 1 today with 2 runs scored. Strategy roll is a 16, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-6, column 5, row 6, strikeout on a 1-14. That is an 11. Struck him out. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Marlins. After 4, it's Marlins 7, Nationals 1. We go to the top of the 5th. It's going to be Felipe Lopez, Christian Guzman, and Ryan Zimmerman due up. Remember, no lead is safe in inside pitch. Anything can happen on any roll of the dice in this game. Felipe Lopez, 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-4, column 5, row 4, possible error. And that is going to be a 6-2, column 6, row 2, double star 5. It's a fly ball to Alfredo. Alfredo will make the catch. It's his error range first is on a 1-3. That is a 12. And he'll make the catch and put 1 away. Christian Guzman is up. He's 1 for 2 today, and here is the pitch. Guzman, 4-3, column 4, row 3. That's going to be a walk on a 1-5. That is a 16. The 16 is too high. And that's going to be 3-2, column 3, row 2, double star 2. And that's going to be a ground ball to Helms. And Helms will make the catch and put 2 away. Ryan Zimmerman up. Zimmerman is 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. That is a blank. And that's going to be a 6-2, column 6, row 2. And the reason we consider that a blank is Zimmerman's a right-handed batter. We look to the right-handed side of that slash. 6-2, that's going to be a double star 5, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to center field. Alfredo will go back, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Marlins retire the Nationals in order. It's 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Mike Jacobs, Wes Helms, and Mike Roberto due up for the Marlins. Mike Jacobs, 1 for 2 with a run scored, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's going to be a hit by pitch. That is a 1. That's going to be a 15. Tim's hit by pitch rating is a 0. So we'll roll for Jacobs, 3-3, column 3, row 3, pop up to third base. Zimmerman sees it. Redding will point up. He'll make the catch and put 1 away. Wes Helms is up. Tim Redding can face one more batter before he's considered tired. Helms, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and an RBI, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's a strikeout on a 1-17. That is a 2. Struck him out. And that'll put 2 away, and that's going to bring up Mike Roberto. Roberto is 2 for 2 today with a home run, a run, and 3 RBIs. Tim, tired. And here's the pitch. 4-2, column 4, row 2. Home run chance on an 8. That is a 1. And that ball is out of here. That's a second home run of the game. And that ball's hit down the right field line. Cars goes back to the wall. He'll make the catch, and he can't make the catch in time as it goes into the stands. And with that, the Nationals will go to their bullpen. So here comes the skipper. This call to the bullpen has been made. And with that, they're going to bring in Spangler. First time we're seeing him. That is his card. Spangler will come into the game. He's got 1 loss on the season. He's pitched 11, and his ERA at the end of the regular season was 11.25. He's only pitched 8 innings, allowed 13 hits, 1 strikeout, and 5 walks. That is his card. Alfredo is up. He's 1 for 2 today with a double and an RBI. And that's going to be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. Real quick before we resolve Alfredo's role here, let's take a look at the stats for Tim Redding. He went 4 2/3 of an inning, allowed 9 hits, 8 walks, 8 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, 4 home runs, 1 hit by pitch, and ERA of an 11.04. So 5-6, column 5, row 6 is a blank. 4-2, column 4, row 2. That's going to be good. And that's going to be good for a base hit. Miller, they're going to let him take the hit here. And here is the pitch. Miller is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 4-2, column 2. Sorry, 2-4, column 2, row 4. I'm reading my dice wrong. That's a blank. 2-4, column 2, row 4, double star 5, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Penna, and Penna will retire the side. So 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. After 5, it's Marlins 8, Nationals 1. We go to the top of the 6th. Nick Johnson, lasting millage, and Austin Kearns due up for the Nationals. Nick Johnson, 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be 2-6, column 2, row 6. That's going to be a possible error on a throw. And that's going to be 6-6, column 6, row 6, double star 1. Ground ball to Dan. His range is on a 1 to 5. That's going to be a 13. No error there. It's a ground ball to second. And with that, he'll make the catch. Throw it over to Jacobs for out number 1. 1 away, and that's going to bring up lasting millage. Millage is 1 for 2 today with a home run, a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be 4-3, column 4, row 3. That's going to be a walk on a 1 to 6. That is a 4, and that's going to be a walk. So millage will go to first. And that's going to bring up Austin Kearns. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls are turned off. And how are they turned off? We take the difference of the score. In this case, the difference is 7. Add that difference to the inning we are in. We're in the 6th inning. So 6 plus 7 is 13. If the number is higher than 10, there is no strategy roll. Austin Kearns is up. Bullpen for the Marlins is warming up. Kearns 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 5-4, column 5, row 4. Possible error. And that's going to be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. Ground ball back to Miller. No error there. Miller's error range is a 0. That is a 17. And that is going to be a double play. Now, how do we figure out that double play? We take the ground double play. So it's roll versus the hitter's ground double play, plus the pitcher's ground double play, plus the pivot of second base. So in a G1, the pivot is going to be to Dan, because Kearns is right-handed. And that is going to be a double play. So that's going to be a 4. We take 1d6, roll it. If the roll is less than or equal to that 4, it is considered a double play. And that's going to be a double play to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Hanley Ramirez, Dan Uglia, and Jeremy Hermania due up for the Nationals. And with that, Spangler will not be in this inning. They just needed someone to get a couple quick outs. So they are going to bring in Brian Sanchez. That is his card. Sanchez will come into the game. He's pitched 2 2/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look here at the stats for Spangler, he went 1/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, no ERA. Hanley Ramirez is up. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1, home run chance on a 1-8. That is a 7. And that's going to be a home run regardless. Ramirez's home run range is on a 1-20. That is a 2. And that ball is out of here. Solo home run to center field. Millage goes back, runs into the wall trying to catch it, bounces off the wall, and that ball is out of here. Solo home run for Hanley Ramirez. It's 9-1 Marlins. And with that, Dan Ruglio will come up. He's 1 for 3 with a home run, 2 strikeouts, a run, and an RBI. Marlins turning this game into a home run. They're trying to turn it into a home run derby here. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-17. That's going to be a 14. They struck him out. And that's going to bring up Jeremy Hermania. He's 2 for 2 today with a home run, a walk, a run, 2 runs, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1, possible error. And that's going to be 3-3, column 3, row 3, double star 2. It's going to be a ground ball to Lopez. His range is his error range, that's the number in the brackets there, is a 1-7. That is a 14. No error there. And out number 2. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Josh Willingham. Willingham is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a run, and here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That is a strikeout on a 1-14. That is a 1. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors after 6. Marlins 9, Nationals 1. We go to the top of the 7th. It's going to be Willie Mopena, Johnny Estrada, and Brian Sanchez due up. We do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Marlins as Miller is pulled. Bullpen during that last inning for the Marlins was warming up. So with that, they are going to bring in Logan Kensington. That is his card. Comes into the game with a 2.73 ERA. He's pitched no wins, no losses just yet. He's pitched 3 1/3 of an inning. He's got 2 hits, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. He's got to deal with Willie Mopena, Johnny Estrada, and Brian Sanchez due up for the Nationals. Taking a look at the stats here for Andrew Miller. Miller, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run, and ERA of a 3.17. Combined home runs so far in this game is 6. 6 home runs so far by both teams. And we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Pena. Pena is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a blank. 3-4, column 3, row 4. Ground ball to Ramirez. And that's going to be out number 1. Johnny Estrada is up. Estrada's 1 for 2, and here's the pitch. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That's going to be a double star. And the reason that is considered a double star is Stroud is a switch hitter. He's batting left. We look to the left-handed side of that slash, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Alfredo, who will make the catch and put 2 away. Brian Sanchez not going to take the hit here. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Brian, and that's going to be Ronnie Bellard. Bellard will come in to pinch hit, and he's batting a .429, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-5, column 6, row 5. It's a wild pitch. It's a foul ball, as Ronnie will smack that one into the stands. And a lucky fan will get that ball today. 6-2, column 6, row 2, and that's going to be a blank. And that's going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3, and that's going to be a fly ball out there to Alfredo. As we sing, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on, as the Marlins will retire the Nationals in order. Bottom of the 7th for Washington. We go to the bottom. Mike Jacobs, Wes Helms, and Mike Roberto due up for the Marlins. The Nationals are now going to bring in Steve Shrell. He'll come in. That is his card. He does have a special K rating. We'll explain about the special K should we actually. They're going to bring in Chad. Chad Cordio will come in. That is his card. We haven't seen Chad yet at all in this replay. Chad will come in. He gets the call up. He's pitched 4 1/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and ERA in his actual season is a 2.08. Taking a look at the stats here for Brian Sanchez, he went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, and ERA of a 2.43. Let's take a look at the box score after 6.5 innings had been played here at Dolphin Stadium. Washington scored the only run of the game so far for them in the 2nd inning. It's 1 run on 3 hits and no errors. Florida, 5 runs in the 1st, 2 in the 3rd, a run in the 5th, a run in the 6th, 9 runs on 11 hits and no errors. Mike Jacobs is up. He's batting a 1 for 3. He's 1 for 3 today with a run scored. And here is the pitch. And then it's going to be 6-3, column 6, row 3, strikeout plus on a 1-25. That is a 12. Struck him out. And that's going to be 1 away. Wes Helms is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and an RBI. And here's the pitch to Helms. 4-2, column 4, row 2. It's a foul ball, as Helms will smack that one into the stands. We're going to re-roll the dice. 2-6, column 2, row 6, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Dolphin Stadium. 3-2, column 3, row 2, double star 1. It's a fly ball out there to Penna, as he'll make the catch. And retire the set and put 2 away. Mike Roberto is up. He's 3 for 3 today with 2 home runs, 2 runs, and an RBI. And 4. It's a 4 RBI day for Mike Roberto. And here is the pitch. 6-3, column 6, row 3, strikeout plus. We add 10 to that range. That's a 24. That is a 17. Struck him out looking. So the Nationals retire the Marlins in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's 3 up, 3 down. 1, 2, 3. Have a seat and take a look at my slow balls. We go to the after 7. Marlins 9. Nationals 1. We go to the top of the 8th. Felipe Lopez, Christian Guzman, and Ryan Zimmerman due up. They're going to leave Logan in. And that's going to bring up Lopez, top of the order. He's 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 9, the 14 is too high. And that's going to be 4-1, column 4, row 1. And that's going to be good for a base hit. Lopez is on with a base hit. And with that, that's going to bring up Christian Guzman. Guzman is 1 for 3, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 4, that is a 1, and that's going to be a walk. They're going to go ahead and talk to Logan on the mound real quick. They're going to call for a quick timeout. They're going to go talk strategy here as Ryan Zimmerman steps up. He's 0 for 3 today. All right, umpire calls them all back. And here is the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1, range play at Dolphin Stadium. And that's going to be a 3-1, column 3, row 1, HRP. It's going to go down to Willingham. His range is on a 1 to 2. That is a 5. The 19 for the home run check was too high, so it becomes a double. And with that, Guzman will go to third. Zimmerman will go to second. It's an RBI double. It's a 6. Lead runner advances. So with that, Guzman will score. Ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. Remember, we're checking that 1 here because we rolled the 6. And with that, Zimmerman is thrown out at third. He couldn't get to third base, but the Nationals cut into that lead. It's now a 6-run game. Marlins down by 6. The Nationals down by 6. That's going to bring up Nick Johnson, who's 0 for 2. Logan is tired. They're going to go to the bullpen. The Marlins are going to the bullpen. They're pulling Kingsland. And with that, they are going to bring in They're going to bring in Matt Lindstrom. Lindstrom will come in to close out the rest of this inning. That is his card. Lindstrom batting a .571. Well, his ERA is a .571, sorry. He's got 2 saves, no wins and no losses. He's pitched 6 1/3 innings, allowed 10 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Logan, he went 1 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, and 1 walk, an ERA of a 5.74. Nick Johnson, 0 for 2 today with a walk and a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a walk plus. On a walk plus, remember we had 10. That's going to be a 34. That is a 16. And that is a walk. Last thing, Millage is up. Millage is 1 for 2 today with a home run, a walk, a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. And here's the pitch. 4-5, column 4, row 5. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 13. That is a 2. Struck him out. So 2 away, and that's going to bring up Alston Kearns. Kearns is 0 for 2 today with a walk and a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a walk plus. On a 1 to 22, that's going to be a 13, and that's going to be a walk. So with that, we have runners in first and second as Penna will come up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout, and here's the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2, double question mark, single. On a 1 to 6, that is an 8. The 18 is too high. 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a ground ball to Ramirez. And he'll make the catch and retire to the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Alfredo Esmangia, Matt Lindstrom, Hanley Ramirez due up for the Marlins. And with that, Chad, they're going to pull Chad. Chad not taking the hit here. I want to say they're going to bring in Joel. I want to say we're going to bring in Joel. Yep, we're going to bring in Joel. Actually, they're going to bring in Ron. Ron Lurch will come in. That is his card. Coming to the game with a 6.32 ERA. He's got 1 win, no loss. He's got 1 save. He's pitched 5 2/3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Chad. Chad went 1 inning, allowed 2 strikeouts, an ERA of nothing. So with that, we do have a couple changes here to the defense. Willie Harris will take over at left field. At center field, nothing changes there. First base, they're going to bring in, the first base is going to be good as who they have. Second base is going to be Pete Orr. So Pete Orr will take over at the top of the lineup there. And that is the only changes they are going to make right now. And that is fine. Alfredo is up. He's batting he's 2 for 3 today with a double and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1, range play at Dolphin Stadium. 4-6, column 4, row 6, double star 2. Harris's range is on a 1 to 4. That is a 1. He'll make the catch. And 1 away. And with that, Matt Lindstrom not taking the hit here. They're going to bring in Robert Edinio. He's batting a 111, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be 6-1, column 6, row 1, at the ballpark. We go back to Dolphin Stadium card, 5-2, column 5, row 2. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to center field. Millage will make the catch. And put 2 away. We go to the top of the order. Hanley Ramirez is up. He's 1 for 4 with a home run, a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a range play. 4-4, column 4, row 4. Fly ball out there to Millage. His range is on a 1-2. That is a 3. No, he'll bounce off the wall and make the miss. And that's going to be good for a single. With that, Kearns will quickly come over, take the ball, and throw it into Orr to hold Hanley at first. Dan Ugglia is up. He's 1 for 4 today with a home run, a strike, 3 strikeouts, a run, and an RBI. And here's the pitch to Dan. 3-2, column 3, row 2. 3-2, column 3, row 2. And that's going to be a strikeout on a 1-17. That is a 17. Struck him out. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 8, it's Marlins 9, Nationals 3. We go to the top of the 9th. Johnny Estrada, John Rollins, and Pete Orr due up for the Nationals. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Nationals down by 6. And with that, they're going to bring in Joe Nielsen will come in. That is his card. Nielsen, no ERA. He's got one win, 1 save, and he's pitched 3 2/3 innings, had 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Top of the 9th. Let's first take a look at the stats here for Matt Lindstrom. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 strikeout, and ERA of a 5.14. And they are going to make a few changes here. So Josh Willingham will come in left field. They're going to bring in Cody Ross at left field. At first base, we now have Gabby Sanchez. Third base, they're going to leave that as is. And that is the only changes we have right now to the lineup. So with that, Johnny Estrada is up. Let's take a look at the box score real quick after 8 innings have been played here in Dolphin Stadium. The Nationals scored a run in the first, a run in the second, 2 runs in the 8th, 3 runs on 5 hits. The Marlins, 5 in the first, 2 in the 3rd, a run in the 5th, a run in the 6th, 9 runs on 12 hits. Main question is, will we see some 9th inning magic? It's Johnny Estrada, John Rollins, and Pete Orr due up for the Nationals. Here's the pitch to Estrada. They are going to allow him to take the hit. 2-6, column 2, row 6, possible error. 5-5, column 5, row 5, and that's going to be a ground ball to Dan. His error range is on a 1-5. That is a 9. No error there. And 1 away. John not taking the hit, and they're going to bring in Ryan. Ryan will come in. He's batting a 500, and here is the pitch. 2-5. Column 2, row 5. Strikeout plus, that is a 27. That is a 13. Struck him out. And we go to the top of the order. Here's Pete Orr. The Nationals down to the last out. The crowd here in Florida on their feet. The pitch to Pete Orr, who's batting a 167. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is a blank. 5-6, column 5, row 6. It's a ground ball to Sanchez. He'll make the catch, and that's the ball game as the Florida Marlins defeat the Washington Nationals 9-3. Final line score coming right up. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Marlins retire the Nationals in order. And with that, the Marlins defeating the Nationals. Final score 9-3. Washington 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors. The Marlins 9 runs on 12 hits and no errors. Andrew Miller will pick up his second win. Tim Redding will pick up the second loss. Leston Millage hits his second home run. Dan Uglia, Hanley Ramirez. Dan Uglia hits his 4th home run in this game. Hanley Ramirez hits his 5th home run in the season. Jeremy Hermania hits his 2nd home run of the replay. And Mike Roberto hit back-to-back home runs in this game. He went for 2 today, and his home run total is at 2. Let's take a look at the stats here. Andrew Miller went 6 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 1 home run, an ERA of a 3.17. Tim Redding will pick up his second loss. He went 4 2/3 innings, allowed 9 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, 4 home runs, 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of an 11.04. John Rollins, the last pitcher up for the Nationals, went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 5.37. And Joe Nelson, who went 1 inning, allowed 1 strikeout, an ERA of 0. So that's going to do it for us here at Dolphin Stadium, as the Marlins will improve to 9-7, and the Nationals will drop to 4-13. If you enjoyed it, please give the video a like and a thumbs up on your way through as you leave through the turnstiles, and remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up, and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Fielder Dreams. Until then, I'm Scooney 007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.